Behold, dragons! So this is a Grixis control deck that uses dragons as both your interaction and your threats by using omens early and casting dragons late. Tie in the extremely overpowered chorus cards, and I think Bolas can finally retire out of your Grixis deck. That's roughly the summary of the deck, so if you're just looking for gameplay, feel free to hit the chapters below. But since these are new cards, I should take a moment to give you an idea of what they do. So Omen is like Adventure, but you shuffle the card back into the deck when the Omen is cast, allowing you the option to continue to have outs but give you strong top decks in the late game. I won't get in too deep about what the dragons do, as I mostly put them in here for their Omen effects. So if I were to sort them just simply for you, it would be Counterspell, Creature Removal, and Card Advantage. As for the other new cards in the deck, we have a new Edict and Graveyard Hate in one, a Miscalculation with Kicker of Behold a Dragon, which is choosing a dragon you control or revealing a dragon card in your hand. Dragonstorm cards offer some nice card draw and card selection options and are replayable if you play your dragons. And lastly, a new Dragonland that helps you cast dragons and omens. So that's the deck. Let's get into some games. Okay, on the play versus Zerda, I'm assuming it's some funky combo, as shown by the mulliganing. It's some funky combo. So what has activated abilities? I mean, cycling. Cycling would be fun, but I highly doubt it's cycling based on this. The Exhale and the Strategic Betrayal are like basically both ends of the thing, like counter the thing or exile the graveyard if that's relevant. So unless this is artifacts, in which case then they definitely win this. It's a heavy mull. Oops, all spells, perhaps? We'll see. I'm gonna just hit a Roiling Dragonstorms immediately, and I'm gonna throw my Mycelic Ballad away right now. Let's have the appropriate spells to deal with the appropriate things. So I want one more land, I think. I want one more land. And so, in that sense, I want Dispelling Exhale. I want Dispelling Exhale, and I want the ability to knock out the Pact of Negation that might follow it. But it is oops all spells. Spirebluff Canal is fine, but later, please. Shock in, Confluence, doesn't matter. Life total doesn't matter right now. They mold heavy enough, so there is this chance that they just don't have enough backup for it. I'm obviously showing Counterspell. If they Ironcrag Feet, the Counterspell is free. This is fine. Regent is fine. Jam another one. They're definitely going to bide their time. And we're just going to keep pushing. So the Marang River Regent is interaction when my opponent is waiting for their moment, so we can find more interaction. And we're drawing the lands appropriate here. So there's a good chance this deck just not even going to stand a chance. There's also a chance that we brick and we don't find anything as we're going here. So it's going to have to just be, what do we get? Soporific Springs exists. They bring Zerda to hand. Do they play Zerda? I mean, I really wouldn't care about Zerda. Draw that, and then I have Stormbrood, which exists, and then other Stormbrood. They're all Stormbroods! Drop the Mycelic Ballad. Him. How much? I got 5 lands. Let's just make it an even 6. And again, we're just not going to do anything. We're just going to have a million spells to cast. So they have 3 Soporific Springs on the table, so Sink into the Stupor is a very unlikely counterspell that they're going to have here, but it is a possible counterspell. Ironcrag Feet. Alright, they don't get to counter. They get one more spell, and it's whatever they cast, and it's Belcher. And we say, holy shit, that's 3, 4, 5, 6. We need another Dispelling Exhale. That's a lot of fucking mana. We can stop the Belcher. Let's stop the Belcher. So, we'll just show them Stormbrood here. They have to pay 4. They can't activate Belcher. And then we Disruptive Stormbrood them and disenchant it. That's how we get this dealt with. All right, it's down into play. They have nothing. We play Maelstrom, Spirit Dragon. We disenchant. We get that back to hand, pop that off. And bam! All right, we got through that. All right, we're on the play, and we've got Shanty, him, and a Fearsome Whelp that might hit a dragon eventually. Like, we're against Gigantha. That's... okay, so Gigantha probably means wizards most times. So, our Shanty doesn't do 3 damage yet. Our opponent on Esper Sentinel. Okay. Pop that. And pay the tax. That's out of the way. So, auras. Strategic Betrayal really, really prime here. If my opponent doesn't immediately have all solutions. Vista, sure. Alright, we're on the board. 1 point. Amped Raptor. Mm-hmm. Fuck. Alright. Cards that matter suddenly showing up. Alright, I need to him and I need to draw land. Perfect. So get that. Pop you. Mycelic Ballad will hopefully clean some of this up, but I really need them to not hit Goblin Bombardment. Of all things, Goblin Bombardment. Arena of Glory, which means a Flage is likely to exist. Gigantha to hand. Alright. Notable. So, Gigantha's to hand. The Strategic Betrayal is likely to hit... I gotta respect my life total here. We'll do this for now. Him will recover us. Like, we go back to 18. Him is at 5. Strategic Betrayal covers for Flage. The Fearsome Whelp can... yeah. So there's 5 cards in the yard, so we cover now. So with that in mind, I'm going to Fearsome Whelp pre-combat to try and draw the ire of any removal spell. The idea being that we can get 1 more card so that it's harder to escape Flage at a later date. So just get an extra card into the graveyard, 1 less that they can work with. I would also point out that Gigantha is coming. So 1 more land drop, because they can go to 5 easily in an aggro deck, as you can see. And then they bring the Gigantha. The Gigantha is going to get whacked by the Twinmaw, but we are going to get whacked for 5. Now, we have these options. Let's draw 5 cards first and make sure all our options are on the table. That's pretty much all our options on the table. Holy moly. All right. So, with that, Stormbrood, Jarring Bite that. Pass the turn, we'll get Fearsome Whelp down when we get Fearsome Whelp down. Right now, I'd like to hold open a cheap counterspell. We are at 7. I do need to kind of gain a little bit of life back. I just threw the life gain card away. That's annoying. We'll work around it. That's not the card I'm really worried about right now. The Ajani is the card I'm worried about. Clearly, it is not here. All right. Fearsome Whelp. I'm sorry, what? I'm at 7. You're 20. They are out of gas completely. They are out of gas completely, and I'm dropping Fearsome Whelps that are making all my shit cheap. All right, we're on the draw. We have 1 interaction point and a couple Hymn to the Ages to hopefully iron things out, but we are on the draw, so it depends on how insane my opponent goes off here. That's a mulligan into a forest nothing. Okay. Play Darkslick Shores, Maelstrom, and then kind of go from there. Prismatic Vista, yeah, that's a card. Red. Rumble. Okay. Cards in the yard don't matter. Not yet. So, Shifting Woodland, I don't really need to care about too much right now. So I think that we're on a Roiling Dragonstorm right now. and just trying to draw to the next piece. So counter spells help. Second Strategic Betrayal helps. Let's drop a Watery Grave. I think we have enough of that color. Okay. So Strategic Betrayal will kill the O1 unless they play Satyr Wayfinder, which is more likely. Anyways, they can fire their Faithless Looting. They can play the Satyr Wayfinder. Really doesn't matter what. Mostly the thing I'm looking for is, do they have something that they want to use Shifting Woodland for? That's about it. Now they have something they want to use Shifting Woodland for. Let's Strategic Betrayal and clean that mess up. Frog in my throat. Clean that up. Pardon me. Wow. Okay, and then I guess we got double blue spells in here. There's really no choice here. We have perfect mana, so it's fine. Anyway, clean them up. Satyr Wayfinder. Depends on the threats they find. Ulamog, Atraxa. Let's do the count here. So Shifting Woodland is in play, 2 types. Which means that they don't have more types right now, which gives us time. We are taking the time right now to cast our Hymn to the Ages and kind of improve everything. So let them burn themselves out as much as they can, and we'll use our hymns to keep going. So this is fine. So that's another Omniscience and another Godpharaoh's Gift and a lot of things that we are happy getting rid of. All right. So we him, and oh, opponent, you came to the wrong fucking game. You came to the wrong game. All right, clean them up. This card is good. I've wanted to play with this card. This cleans up so much crap in the meta, this card. Being able to just deal with auras and graveyard decks in one card, that's like all the decks. All right, we're on the draw. We have some interaction points here. Shanty on 1, Strategic Betrayal on 2, not to mention a hymn to kind of back up the Shanty if we have nothing else to do on 2. We have a Scavenger Regent 2. Never mind, that's not the tapped land. I was wrong there. But we also have Corroding Dragonstorm. We want to surveil our way through some stuff. But I'd say drawing 2 is probably more relevant. Anyways, Soul Warden. Dispelling Exhale is a nice pickup. But I think we're against some life gain. Pardon me. Life gain, I think we're really, really strong against. That's not something that really worries me too much. Combo and control are a little bit more of a struggle. That's a card. Okay, don't care about the 1 life too much. Pop that. So the Bishop of Wings is, I guess we can do that. Just Stormbrood it and move along. Save Strategic Betrayal for something a little bit more thick. Sure. We got the Hymn to the Ages if we need to do another interaction point here. But yeah, this is fine. If they're casting, like, they're likely just casting an Angel here, so it's no big deal. I have no issues with whatever this is. Alright, so that plus a Pridemate? Nope. So land would be, black land would be, never mind. We don't get one of those. So I guess we can just Hymn to the Ages, try to find land here. That's fine. Play Temple, reveal that, unfortunately, on red, and pass the turn. Alright, the land drop might matter, don't know. Get anything that's exceeding a certain power toughness. Right now, this is Shanty holding up. Not too worried about much here. This is not threatening a game right now. I need to have a comfort zone of Dispelling Exhale right now. Since, like, I just need lands to come to me naturally at this point in time. We've got answers. We just need lands to help out. That's a card to kill. Alright. This stuff kind of keeps everything in check. Right now, I just need... Give me the sauce. Give me the sauce. That's the sauce. That's all the sauce. So I can Scavenger Regent. Pop, pop, pop. Or I can Corroding Dragonstorm. They have no other cards. What do I care? I could just Mycelic Ballad and move along. Or Scavenger Regent while I still have the option. So X equals 1. Whoop. There's options. Let's just have Dispelling Exhale for another time. But they could go land Coco and have a mean team. That said. Inquisitor Captain. They basically the same thing. Alright. Giada. Giada doesn't matter. So, what if... Hear me out. Strategic Betrayal this. And just play a bit slowly here. We'll get the Corroding Dragonstorm. We'll just get our lands into play eventually here. The Watery Grave will stop the bleeding out here of health. All right. That just does a graveyard check because I know sometimes they do stuff and I need to care. I don't have a dragon, actually, if they have a 2-drop. Thank God they have a 3-drop. Just get this thing burned. There. No more issues. So they can keep this angel in play. We're going to do a quick drain. And we're going to go, no, hell no. Now we're finding all our lands. Let's throw them all away. The omens all shuffle back into the deck, so our density is actually supposed to be higher. We'll see. Righteous Valkyrie. Well, it's going to have a righteous funeral here in a second. We're 14 when they have this. I think that we just got to buy time. We don't want to run out of gas here. We just don't want to run out, so just let them play. If this is a Coco, we're in a bit of a struggle here. We'll see. We'll see. But I have the chance to, like, play a dragon or something here. So what's your last card, Yugi? What's your last card? Get us for 5. It is Coco. Okay. Jeez. Mean deck, huh? Mean deck. All right. Gain me my 5 life. So I surveilled 2 lands in the graveyard, yo. That was a pile. It's just a Giada. Okay. Deck. Fine. I'll do it myself. Scavenger Regent is probably fine here. It's got a ward, so they have no cards in hand, so it's probably just reasonable. And then the Dragonstorm can, like, we just need this to happen right now. So the land served its purpose. It served a great purpose. It got us to this situation of get us out of the mud. That's frightening. All right, we're back here. Ribald Shanty deals with that problem. Let's surveil so we know what we're doing. These are good follow-ups. Let's just take these for a while. They answer what our opponent's currently doing, which is top decking like a god. So let's stop that and yeah. They're doing the thing. We're gonna stabilize eventually when they stop doing the thing. Like we got something holding the gates back. Oh, thank God. We're there. All right, pop the Youthful Valkyrie. Do I just? That's an interesting argument. Do I just surveil for a better draw? Possible, because I got card draw in the deck. That might actually just be a better plan. Yeah, let's ignore the Giada. They don't have enough angels for it to matter. Submit 0. Turn that. So that still makes combat a bit rough for them. We surveil. And that's definitely not it. That's what I was hoping for, was finding some card draw. Like, I think I want it for the card draw and not the bounce, but then again, I can bounce these. So there's options here. That's never going to do anything, so that's an option. So I can play the dragon. I can bounce these chuckle fucks away. Just play the dragon. We want to close this game. We're in play, everything's a dragon. Just play everything dragon. Pop those off. Surveil. Pay 2 life, gain 2 life. Strategic Betrayal. Let's just find, like, oomph. I want power. More power! You're back. They drew a land? Okay, they drew a land for the turn. That's fine. More Stormbrood exists. I think that we're just gonna kill you and move along. All right, game over. Yeah, I'm going to call it. This is definitely a best of 3 deck. I'm looking at maybe I should do sideboard. I like what the deck's doing, and clearly some best of 1 is fine, and you're going to win some, lose some. But best of 3, I mean, this is the kind of stuff that best of 3 wants, right? Like, I think this might be pretty good. All right. With that, I hope you enjoyed. Here's a video for you to watch. YouTube suggested it. I don't agree with the choice. You tell me if it worked out. All right. With that, take care. Bye-bye.